And next I give to you the unpredictability that is known as Craig Holcomb.
Hi, Booger Butts. How you doing? Yes, oh, it's great. And the noise you made when she asked how you were doing, it was like, ooh, I love that. You're all like sassy little schoolgirls. It's awesome. Awesome. I'm so glad. Can you make that noise again? It's amazing. It's like somebody got in trouble and then you all were pointing it out. Do you remember that in like elementary school? It's like, did you do your homework? No. Now in reverse. That was the same noise. But I guess that makes sense. So how are you? Yes. Yes. All right. I'm glad. I feel like now if I ask you any question, the answer is going to be yes. It's like, are you drinking heroin tonight? Yes. Yes. I love that was a little bit more enthusiastic. Before it was like yes, and then that one was like yes. I got you. What did your shirt say? Ghost Town? Yes. Is that a particular ghost town, or is that a band? Band. Okay. I finally got you with an either or, like not just a yes or no question. It's like, what's your favorite pine cone? Yes. Yeah, it's my favorite too. You know, the yes pine cones. They're always agreeing with each other up there. We're like, you. And the other pine cone's like, no, you. And the other pine cone is like, no, you were totally the man. And it's like, pine cones don't have gender, you idiot. And then the pine cones, you're such the pine cone. You're the pine cone. High five, pine cone. Crunch, crack, snickle, crack, pop, cigar, ow! Dude, that wasn't fair. Broke my little arm appendage circular kind of cone thing for you. Yeah, so high five meant I've got 5 little notches in my top row. What did you think I meant? I thought you meant arm. Pine cones don't have arms. You the pine cone. No, you the pine cone. You the pine cone. It's an applause break, but I'll accept it. That's great. I like to know that that's what it took. These comedians are getting up here, giving you their heart and their soul and parts of their body, like their liver. They're going, liver. And you're all like, no, we want seed humor. I love it. Where else can we go? Pine nuts. Those are fuckers, right? Pine nuts. Pine nuts. I said point nuts there for a second. Porn nuts. Porn nuts, which are like pine nuts, but they're creamier. And anyway, so sometimes you just don't know what quite comes out of this, and sometimes it's words, sometimes it's noises. We don't know. It's so crazy. It could be tacos. But if tacos came out of the mouth, that would be surprising, actually. Especially if they were like whole and formed. Like I'm not talking about like I ate a taco and then it came back up. I'm talking like if I was just like, whoa. Oh, there it is. That'd be great, wouldn't it? If you could just materialize tacos out of your mouth. Yeah, like instead of salivary glands, you had taco glands. You know, your tongue kind of makes that noise. That's not a noise. Makes that shape. And then the top of your mouth just drops down salsa, and then it bakes it, and then you look a little concerned for me. You're like he's making tacos in his mouth. Oh God. How are y'all today? Good, I like that. She's like, woo! And you're like, yes, I'm here. I'm glad to be here, don't get me wrong. But I don't have her enthusiasm. Sorry, that's great. So I like that. You're just like, yeah, it's all right. Is that coffee getting to you finally? Yeah, there you go. That's it. She can't even get the words out. She's just like, you woo! Yeah, woo! Yeah! Not like that. You're not like screaming at me. Some of y'all don't know. You can't see. She's not like actually like, That'd be weird. That'd be weird. How are you today? And then you'd be there going, Right. So what have you been up to today, Miss Screamy Lady?
I was at work.
Okay, I was half expecting you to go, That's what I've been doing all day. It's been a Anyway, and we all know what the bad part about cocaine is, nothing. Anyway, so where do you work? At a day camp. All right, you don't scream at the kids, do you? You're just like even enthusiastic. I learned how to tie my shoes. Great! Oh my God! Look at them! You did the bunny ears and everything! Please help! I'm being scared. I'm being scared. The process of being scared. It's a delicate process. Young girls just start screaming at you, and you're like, I gotta go over there where there's not so many screaming people. Anyway, so that's great. So a day care. Did you say camp or care? Camp. Okay, that's right. Day camp. Okay, cool. What do you do with the kids?
I just different activities.
Okay. I was just gonna say, I look at them. The kids. You make sure they eat something, doesn't matter what, and then you make sure they don't fall off a cliff. I don't know why you put cliffs in day camps. You probably don't have any cliffs to speak of. I don't know, what was this? Like, was that like a shoving motion you just made? She's like, well, if there were cliffs, I'd just be like, I'm knocking them off. I would like, turn to scream. Ha ha. It's gonna be okay. You just looked at me like, is that it? Is it just for 5 minutes? Anyway,